I don't know. Welcome back. We have Ken Sickles and Mike Tipton.
Tipton, yes.
From the North Ark Fly Fishers. And you got an event coming up. I've got the official cheat sheet right here. It's the rundown. And you guys are old school because you used actual writing styluses to do all that stuff. Is this for the Sowbug Roundup?
It is. It's the 18th annual Sowbug Roundup.
Good deal.
So we're looking forward to it. Should be a good event. We have, I think, the most tires that we've had, I think, in history. We have 145 tires from New York to California to Louisiana to not Canada. He canceled. England and Japan.
Wow.
Wow.
And
this is an international event then.
Pretty close.
Now these people that travel, people that come every year, or even if they come for the first time, do they come specifically for this event, or they're just driving through?
They come specifically for this event.
This is a big deal.
This is a big deal.
Yeah.
This is probably the biggest club-run fly fishing show in the country.
Mm-hmm. And you have some rabid tires out there, don't you?
There's some pretty internationally known tires that come. Fishy Fulton is one. Fulton. There's a young man. What was his name? Trey last year from either North Carolina or South Carolina. He's 13 years old. He's coming back for a second year. What makes
a good tire? I mean, how do you disseminate between somebody that's like me that's can probably get by and a master tire?
A lot of attention to detail in the process.
Yeah. Do you try to, when you tie something, do you try to emulate something that's in the natural habitat?
Well, that's why it's called fly tying. Yeah. There to imitate bugs. Mm-hmm. The traditional bug is the mayfly. Around here, it's the sowbug, which is a little aquatic critter that they imitate, but a whole range of bugs, bait fish.
Mm-hmm. And they're actually tied to look like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Like a caddisfly is a hatch that comes off about this time of the year, and you tie a fly to match that. So when it lands on the water, the fish says, "Okay, I'm hungry. Eat."
Right.
Okay.
So, and all of these, the sowbug and the one you just talked about, I forgot already. They are only here for a short period of time.
Well, the sowbug's here year-round.
Okay.
Certain flies are here, or certain aquatic insects are here all year. Others have a hatch. That's the famous match to hatch. Like in this March, April, it's the caddis hatch. As you move towards summer, there is a sulfur hatch, and so on.
How do people learn how to tie? Are there classes or?
Actually, we have a class at Sowbug that's open to the public. That's a beginning tying class. So if you're interested, you can attend that class. If not, you learn from fellow fishermen, and sometimes you just start on your own by books. YouTube is a great source of information. It shows you how to go from A to Z to tie the fly. And then, like Mike was saying, it's really an art. In fact, we have a tying contest, and I think there's about a dozen different flies that are tied. Some are streamers, some are for smallmouth bass, panfish, and it's remarkable. It is really an art when you see those completed.
Now, are some of these ties, do they never see action in the water? I mean, are there some that are so good you don't want to take the chance and losing?
There's sort of two kinds of flies that tie. There are flies that are tied, well, more than that, but there are flies that are tied for display. And nowadays, the kind of flies that might be are traditional salmon flies, which may have 3 or 4 5 different kinds of feathers, exotic feathers in them, and are quite colorful and quite complicated and hard to tie, down to flies you tie for fishing, which you try to make as simple as possible, because sooner or later you'll lose it. And you don't want to spend an hour tying a fly that you lose in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I love to fish, but I've never tried to fly fish. I've always wanted to. Have you ever?
Yeah, don't you guys give demonstrations and classes or
Sowbug, we have demonstration classes. Our club gives classes on both fly fishing and fly tying periodically.
Is it hard?
Not really. I think if you have a decent instructor, I don't think it's particularly difficult. It's like any other sport. You know, the more you do it, the more you practice the basics, the better you become. And one of the things the club does as well, we have a session or a program the latter part of October, 1st of November, with a known speaker in the fly community, fly fishing community. It would be Gary Borger. He's out of Wisconsin this year. And it's a 2-day session open to the public. So it's and he's going to do casting there and some tying and just general talking about how to fish.
Is there a women's group that does fly casting? And I think one year I came and there was a lady here that was doing some demonstrations, and it was all women that were in the class.
Well, one of the instructors is Lori Slows,
Yeah.
who is a female fly guide, and she gives a specific class for women
Yeah, that's
for
what
fly
it was.
casting
Yeah.
for those who don't want to be.
So that's still available?
Yes.
Okay. If you want to
Yes,
go with just women,
yes.
learn how to fly cast.
One of the secrets learning how to fly fish is when you go fishing, leave your spinning gear at home.
Okay.
Because when the frustration levels, you don't go to the car and grab it.
Oh, okay. Well, that'd be
Because
good.
it's a different way of fishing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
So when is the Sowbug Roundup? When is that coming up?
It's next week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So the 26th, 27th, and 28th from 9 until 4 each day. $5 ticket gets you in for all 3 days, and kids under 12 are free. And we do serve food there as well. So you can pretty much spend a whole day sitting in front of the tyers, watching them tie. And a lot of times, if you're sitting there, they'll give you the fly. So not only do you get a recipe to tie your own, you get a fly that you could use right away as well.
Right.
So
Right. And the venue is where?
Baxter County Fairgrounds.
Okay. All right.
In addition, on Friday and Saturday, we have a kids raffle, which is free. We've had a lot of contributions from local and national vendors for stuff for
Okay.
the kids raffle, so it's pretty nice. The food that's being served is, we don't do the food. It's being done by the ladies in the backpack program.
Oh, okay.
And,
Yeah.
and they're getting all the funds raised from that. But it's they have quite a nice menu.
Okay.
And then Friday night, we have the Sowbug Shindig. Starts at 6 o'clock and goes till probably about 9 or 8:30, whatever. It's heavy hors d'oeuvres, a little light music. You can buy tickets at Sowbug, and it is open to the public, but you have to buy tickets in advance.
Okay.
So it's like a 3-day, 3 days?
3 days.
3 days.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah.
Lots of activities. You can, and then the evening activity is
Friday night.
the shindig. I like that. That sounds fun.
Now, it says here that this is the National Association of Fly Fishers only fundraiser.
North Arkansas Fly Fishers.
No, I'm sorry, North Arkansas.
Yes, this is our annual and only fundraiser.
Okay.
And the money goes to a lot of different places, predominantly scholarships. We'll probably issue out about $10,000 in scholarships to 3 kids this year, a couple of junior and seniors, and a sophomore or freshman or sophomore. And they have to major in a fisheries or a related type program to qualify.
And we are always looking for likely candidates. And so if somebody's interested, or somebody knows somebody who's interested, contact North Arkansas Fly
Yeah, it's
Fishers.
just not a done deal. It's people need to you need to know who those recipients are going to be.
That's right.
Right.
Then go to our website. Easy way is to Google North Arkansas Fly Fishers.
Okay.
And it has the contact info.
Okay. Shows here you're going to have 100 to 1,200 people attend. That's a normal count for the year. So
That's right.
And I've been to the events before, and it's very active. It's you come in and you hear a lot of talking going on, and you see a lot of demonstrations. So just the stimulus of looking and seeing and feeling and everything, and ask questions, because that's what they're there for. They want to interact with the people, don't they?
If you sit in front of the tire he'll explain the whole process to you. You could come out of there literally, if you had any basic knowledge, you could come away and tie flies.
Let me ask this: when you see a fly, or let me rephrase the question, is there anything new that you're amazed at every year, like a technique or a new material, or?
I would say yes. Okay.
There are new materials coming out all the time, and there are people who are always trying to find unique ways to use new materials or old materials. So there's you would think every fly had ever been tied, but it hasn't.
I mean, have you seen a fly and you go, "I'd never thought about using that"?
I have. I mean, we have a chocolate lab, and one of the tires has a lab. He uses the hair off the lab
weird,
to tie, and I never
my
thought about
goodness.
it. It's like, okay, so they come from all, like Mike said, all different natural, okay, whether it's partridge or peacock or you name it.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to.
Laundry dryer lint.
Yeah.
Is some people use for dubbing.
Do you need donations of that? Because
For the laundry,
For the lint.
For
lint,
do you
yeah,
need
we've got
donations?
plenty too.
Well, it's always
creative.
a pretty color, but you never know what you're going to get
Yes,
if you mix
that's
certain
true.
clothes together.
That's true.
Well,
That's
the
fascinating.
event comes up.
That's
Let's see.
wonderful.
Again, it's going to be next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
No.
Wednesday.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
Wednesday-
Thursday,
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
And Saturday.
Okay,
9 to
next
4.
week, 9 to 4.
That's
March 26th, 27th, and 28th at the Baxter County Fairgrounds, and the free raffle for the kids. That's pretty important, isn't it?
It's Friday morning at 11, Saturday morning at 11.
Okay.
And then $5 to get in,
Yep.
and that covers all 3 days. And then
Yes.
the shindig is advanced tickets, and it's an additional
$10.
charge.
$10.
All right.
Sounds
Guys, thanks a
fun.
lot. Appreciate you guys coming in every year. We always love letting you tell our viewers what's going on. Maybe they'll come out and say that they saw you guys on TV, and that'll be a good connection between you two. Thanks so much
That'd
for
be
being
great.
here.
Well,
Thank
thanks
you.
for
Thanks,
asking
guys.
us.
Okay, thanks.
That's it for our show this week.
Already?
We've had a good one. Yeah.
Yes, we
It
have.
went
I
fast.
think I'm going to learn how to fly fish.
You
I've
should go
always
down.
wanted to.
You should go down.
Yes.
And they'll be there.
Next time you see me, I may be,
You may be
live.
doing one of these.
Yes, I may be. Yes, and I
Whatever.
may have that line all wrapped up around me.
You right. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week.